unfortunately at the time, which was 1531, was not promulgated in writing. It wasn't until 1648, 107 years later, when this story was written down, which is very unfortunate, because now it leaves it wide open to becoming a myth. And some people just flat don't believe any of this. I'll just go beyond that, just telling you I believe. I'm a Mexican-American. My father was born in Mexico. My mother was born in Texas, but both of her parents were born in Mexico. My parents met in Minnesota, which is why I speak English the way I do. Yo también, porque hablo español como lo hablo, tengo un acento, pero siquiera lo hablo. I speak Spanish, and a lot of people that are young in this area don't. Anyway, the traditions just grew from that time on, and you may recall right around this time, 1517, is when Martin Luther pasted his declarations on the church and the Reformation started. Well, this was kind of the counter-Reformation, because for all of the Catholic Christians that were lost in Europe at that time, they were gained in the New World. So the Catholic population around the world pretty much stayed the same. They were just different people. And the Virgin of Guadalupe was accepted by Mexico, and has been accepted by you now, I see, and by many people that are contemporary today. Yesterday down in Naco, we had a communion service, because Father Godfrey had 3 masses yesterday, so I did a communion service down in Naco. After the communion service, we went outside and prayed a rosary in the cold, and then we went and had some menudo. This morning, we had the Mañanitas over here at St. Patrick's at 5:30 in the morning. At 6, we had a Mass, which I participated again. Then I went down and had some more menudo. So when I walked in today and was asked if I wanted something to eat, I said, no, thank you. I'm trying to stay Delgado. For those of you who don't know what that means, in English, that means slim, slender, skinny, thin. There's just so much I could tell you about the Virgen and what it's done for my people being the Mexican people. The Mexican people have a really great devotion to the Virgin of Guadalupe, and that has just been strengthened over the years. And one of the effects of what the Virgin has done for the people of Mexico is the people that are coming up here are bringing the Virgin to other churches. There's the Evangelical Lutheran Church in America and the Episcopal Church, which has churches that are now named the Virgen of Guadalupe. There's some churches in the Midwest and in the East that have that name. There's a professor at the University of Notre Dame. He's a Lutheran, whose name is Johnson, I believe. He's pushing forth not veneration for the Virgin the way us Catholics do it, but kind of an acceptance, is what I see here today. And I could tell you so much more, but I was told that I only have 2 to 5 minutes, so I'll just tell you that. But if you ever have any questions about her, feel free to call me. I'll be happy to talk about one of my favorite subjects at length.